Electricity. Such a fickle thing. Honestly, it's currents and wires and sparks. A phenomenon so commonplace, even Mother Nature flaunts her mastery over it. See? What did I say? So untamed and simple. Nothing so complicated as even the most basic of work I do, mind you. And yet our best and brightest engineers can't figure out how to keep it running during a weather event rife with it. Ridiculous. The heights of luxury can't beat the honest and enduring comforts of a fire, I suppose. We'll be dining by candle and lamp tonight. I apologize, dear. This isn't quite how I pictured our first night at the manor. I'd imagined it unfolding slowly, each moment measured, letting you settle in on your own terms. A carefully observed process. Gradually, deliberately, so that each impression takes root before the next. Not so fast as to startle you, not so slow as to leave you restless. But of course, plans rarely survive reality. One observes, notes the responses, adjusts, and moves forward. We'll manage, and we'll make do, no matter how the circumstances insist on forcing their hand. I'm sorry I couldn't get away from the lab to see to your initial impressions of your new residence, but how are you feeling in your first week here? How disappointing. I'll have to have a talk with the staff later tonight. Scaring you with stories like that? That's ridiculous. The whole haunted myth of Blackwood Manor is just that. Stories, my dear. Belongings changing place without your notice. Objects mysteriously turning up missing. Doors opening and closing on their own. Whispers and cries calling out in the dead of night. And what? Something hidden in the shadowy recesses of your room? Silently watching? Listening? Waiting? Why, that's just silly, isn't it? Oh, look at you. This won't do. This won't do at all. I don't tolerate such volatility in a partner, you know. I value an even temper and an even mind. Double the balance, double the sanity. I chose to wed you for this very reason. You showed so much promise. The ideal spouse for me. The perfect specimen. I've met so many people, and none ever met my expectations. They always ended up disappointing me. You don't want to disappoint me now, do you? Do you, dear? There you are. See? Nothing to worry about. You can trust this house. You can trust me. Don't go believing in ghouls and ghosts and the like. I assure you, there's always a sound and logical explanation for everything. Your moving items are most assuredly just the product of consistent idle usage, so common as to requiring no thought when picking them up or placing them down. And your missing items have certainly just been tidied up and put away. A quick word with the maid or butler will turn up all the vanished objects. Those opening and closing doors, those footsteps and murmuring voices are just a help, dear. Relax. What noise? You're just being paranoid. It's an old building during a storm, dear. Honestly, you're acting just like my colleagues right now. Oh no. No, of course not in that way. You haven't the mind for the sciences at all, dear. I mean in your paranoia. Your baseless and irrational worries. Fear of the unknown stunts you, you know. Paralyzed at the thought of failure, you never move forward. My dear, this is the last of these delusions that I will entertain. There are no ghosts, there was no sound. There is nothing in this house that will harm you. Or are you going to brush off my assurances, just like my colleagues? Discredit my consolations, paint me as the ignorant, hysterical fool? I've worked hard for my position and this house. I've labored endlessly in pursuit of my career. Do not treat me as if I don't know what I'm talking about. Do not weigh me down with your own restricting beliefs. Must I suffer it in my own home, too? The same troubling doubts, the same suspicion, the same cowardly hands pulling me back from the brink? Nervous refusals, shaking hands, and endless talks of boundaries. Always no, always stop, always fear. And you would have me bend to that? You would make me live in a world forever trimmed to fit your anxieties? You all call it caution, but it's all the same poison. It stifles. It strangles. And I will have none of it. I will not be brought low by the quaking of lesser souls. I will push through, make my name indelible, and prove you all wrong. If you bar the doors of discovery, I will tear them from their hinges. If you cannot breathe easy in this house, then I will breathe deep for the both of us. Nothing, not your trembling, not their cowardice, will stop me from... Must I do everything myself in this godforsaken house? Mother Nature doesn't have a flair for the dramatics. Honestly, those butlers. What do I even pay them for? They can't even properly secure the windows. I surely hope they aren't as lax when maintaining the locks of the house. That just won't do. That simply will not do. Speaking of, dear, did the staff have the chance to go over with you the, more particular rules of the house? Of course not. Well, no wonder you're so jumpy. They've sequestered you to a few rooms of the manor, filled your head with childish stories, all in a strange, unfamiliar environment, and we expect you to feel at ease with no explanation. As inadequate as their instructions may have been, at least they got the most important details out of the way. The first of what they told you is true. You're free to decorate the house as much or as little and in any fashion that you wish. I don't care for the aesthetics of a home, only the people within it. So long as you're here, I couldn't want for anything more. However, the east wing of the house is under construction. Nothing in that sector is to be moved or touched. I like everything exactly where they belong, especially when they belong to me. Plus, we wouldn't want you getting hurt, would we now? The second, they also captured fairly well. The entirety of the lands on the property are yours to explore. You may take walks at your leisure, build what you like, or even hunt if it interests you. Though I must warn you, never go out at night. There lives in the woods surrounding Blackwood Manor a bustling population of creatures. They tend to roam in packs, and it's very likely that you'll see a whole flock of scavengers circling areas of the land, or even catch the occasional odor of a decomposing carcass. Pay it no mind. It's only nature, dear. And the last and most important rule of all that I'm so very glad even our incompetent staff has emphasized: you must never, ever, under any circumstances, open the doors to my spare study. Do you hear me, my dear? Come closer. Never, ever. I have no need nor love for a disobedient partner. There are things, delicate, dangerous things, within my study that may cause you harm. I allow you your freedoms. I allow you your frivolities. I will never allow disobedience. This storm is causing quite the disturbance. Though, again, Mother Nature does have impeccable timing. The spare study is my work away from work, right above the dining room. Dear, I'm certain the rattling of the house has upset some of my materials. Please excuse me while I straighten things out. Put them in their place. That's certainly the last time I ever step away from the study for too long. Oh, it's nothing. An experiment left too long alone that knocked over a few of my instruments. And now there's a mess that I'll have to clean up. It was a passion project that those idiots at the lab refused to sanction. And so now I must dirty my own hands in my own home. What's wrong? You look shaken. If you saw anything, you would tell me. Right, dear? Right? Trust is so very important in a relationship. Once trust is broken, it's of no use to me. What am I to do with a broken relationship? I think the storm has put us all out of sorts. Why don't you retire for the evening, dear? Collect your wits. Calm your mind. Perhaps we can pick this up tomorrow? All right then. Good night, my dear. Oh, dear. Seems you've found the other failures. I had such high hopes. And yet, here we have another disappointment.